We need to identify quick wins to capitalize on opportunities and have increased economic engagement to scale up trade and investment between our two nations. Time is gone where, in the past, if you wanted to go to Ghana, you had to fly from Salisbury to London, then you come to Ghana. If you want to go to Rwanda, Angola, in the past, we had to go to Portugal. Is it Portugal? Portuguese. You go to Portugal, to Lisbon, so that you can come to Rwanda. So Africa was so tied to the colonial masters that if you are visiting your neighbor, you need to go first to the colonial master and then come and see your neighbor. Under the current crop of leadership in Africa, we are removing that. We are promoting air connectivity among ourselves. If we want to go to Kenya, we should fly from Harare and land in Nairobi. If we want to go to Egypt, we should fly from Harare and land in Cairo. If you want to go to Senegal, you don't need to go to France first. You go straight to Senegal. And this is what the current crop of leadership in Africa are seized with, both in terms of connectivity, and our economies must begin to talk to each other before they talk to the economies of former colonial masters. We must have our economies talking to each other. Africa is so endowed with resources that if we collaborate, we can help each other develop with our own domestic resources. Yes, we may not have the global capital to do it. We may not have the technology and the skills. We don't need to invent the wheel. The first world is there. America is there. Europe is there. Many other developed countries are there. You can acquire those skills. But we are now agreed as African countries that the first world is a first world because they promoted the science and technology and innovation. This is why today we must have a serious bias in our institutions of higher learning towards science and technology and innovation. We also, my dear brother, applaud your stand, regionally, continentally, internationally, where you have publicly denounced sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe. We are proud. Very few leaders would, at the United Nations conference, the annual general conference at the UN, very few leaders who speak, you all see that place in the United Nations. It was come out when there's the General Assembly, where heads of state talk there. You actually talk to the whole world. There are several types of leaders. Some talk their mind. Some talk the problems they face. Some talk what they think need to be told. But my dear brother is able to say, lift sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe, to the nation, to the world. So indeed, my dear brother, my dear countrymen and women, we have a friend in Kenya. Kenya is our friend. I wish to congratulate the government of Kenya under your leadership, my dear brother, for the strides you continue to make in your development sustainability. Kenya is one of the most economy in East Africa that has sustainably continued to register positive economic growth. Also, Kenya has vast, comprehensive education infrastructure. There are several of you here who are graduates from Kenyan universities. We are grateful, my dear brother. Zimbabwe stands ready to share experiences with Kenya towards empowering our youthful population, mainly around science, technology, and innovation-based education and skills training, promoting financial inclusion and sustainable development that leaves no one and no place behind.